Hi, I'm Javier Valencia of 1104 and in this video I'm going to explain the grammar in terms of English. First, we have the simple present. We use the simple present when we want to talk about an action that occurs usually like a routine. An example we have in affirmative form, he plays in the park Sunday. The structure in affirmative is subject plus verb in present plus the complement. Here we add an s at the final of the verb because we're talking about he, she, and it. We were talking about I, you, we, there. We don't add this s at the final of the verb. And in negative form occurs something similar with past subject plus auxiliary verb plus not plus verb in present plus the complement. And it does not. We put does because we are talking about he, she, or it playing the party Sunday. You also can put doesn't, but I want to put does not. And question form we put auxiliary verb first, second the subject, third the verb in present, fourth the complement, and finally the question mark. And that is does to play party Sunday. In past simple, when we use the past simple, use the past simple when we want to talk about an action that starts in the past, that start and end in the past, like a memory or something similar. In affirmative form, we have the subject plus verb in past plus the complement. It is you eat, you ate, you ate a hamburger. In negative form, we have the subject plus the auxiliary verb in past plus not plus verb in present plus the complement. You did not eat a hamburger or you didn't eat a hamburger. In question form, we have the auxiliary verb in past here, plus the subject, plus the present, plus complement, plus the question mark. And we have did he eat a hamburger? And in present continuous, we this use the present continuous when we talk about an action that is happening right now. Mm, exactly when we're talking to the person. An example in affirmative, we have we are fishing in a lake. The structure is subject, verb to be in present, verb with ing, and the complement. So in negative form we have the structure that is the subject plus the verb to be in present plus not plus verb to be with verb with ing plus complement, and it is we are not fishing in a lake. And in question form we have verb to be in present plus subject plus verb to be with ing plus complement plus question mark, and it is are we fishing in a lake? The past continuous. We use the past continuous when we talk about an action that was taking place in the past. In affirmative form, we have the structure that is subject plus verb to be, verb with ing, and complement. That is, the example is I was tasting a cherry. In negative form, we have subject plus verb with past plus not plus verb with ing plus complement. And I was not tasting a cherry. In question form, we have verbs to be in past, subject, verb with ing, complement, and question mark. And the example is was I tasting a cherry? And in the past perfect, we use the past perfect when we talk about an action in the past that occurs before other past action or for an action that occurs in a specific time. An important fact is that is already finished. And in examples, in affirmative form, we have the structure, subject, uh, had, verb in past participle, and complement. He, he had thought since he arrived. spoke because it's the past participle of fight. In negative form we have subject plus had plus not plus verb in past participle plus complement, or only put not in the middle of had and the verb in past participle. And it is he had not found since he arrived. In question form we have verb had, subject, verb in past participle, complement and question mark. And it is the example is have he found since he arrived. And finally the past perfect continuous. We use the past perfect continuous when we want to talk about an action in the past that continues happening after another action happens. In our example, have the structure in affirmative that is subject plus have plus be plus verb with ing plus the complement, and it is he had been drinking Coca-Cola since the morning. In negative form, we have subject had not been verb with ing and the complement, or only put not between had and been. It is he had not been drinking Coca-Cola since the morning. In question form we have the structure that is had plus subject plus been plus verb with ing with plus complement with question mark, and in the example is had he been drinking Coca-Cola since the morning, and that's all.